Hi everybody, welcome back. This is Kim. I am so glad you're here. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'd really appreciate that. I am going to throw my 2 cents in here on the why it's been so slow lately bandwagon. A lot of the YouTube regulars that post about DoorDash and Instacart and Grubhub, etc. Everyone's commenting on how slow it's been. Yeah, it's been slow for me too. I'm still able to make decent money, but it's not as easy as it was in the past. So why is this? What's going on? Is this the end of the food delivery gig economy? The past week or so has been so slow for me. I mean, there are offers out there, but most of them are bad. I have seen way more bad offers than good, which is interesting because it used to be about half and half, and now it's maybe 2/3 low tip and no tip, and then 1/3 maybe halfway decent. And my area on the map is gray most of the day now, where it was very rare for it ever to be gray before. I could hop on and dash anytime I wanted pretty much. I am not a top dasher. So top dashers can dash anytime they want, even if it's gray. But if it's gray, the map is gray, that means there's not very many offers. So why would you want to dash? I want to wait till it's busy because I want a selection of offers coming my way. So I don't really care that it's gray. If it's gray, that's warning me to not bother going out. That's the way I look at it. Even when it's supposedly busy and it'll say red, might even say busy, there are just not as many decent offers out there compared to how it was before. I mean, there are, I would say most of the offers I get are like $6 or $7 at the most. Where before, you'd get several $8 and $9 offers. And then then you have all the other ones, which are, 10, 11, 12, 13, whatever. But now there's very few of the 10, 11, 12, $13 offers out there. I have been getting them, and I still have been making decent money. It's just a lot harder. I have to be really picky and really patient. And you have to know which offers to take. So anyways, what's going on? I have some ideas. I believe the unemployment additional money is ending in some areas. I'm not really sure what this is called, but they're giving like an extra $300 a week or a month or something to people on unemployment. And I think that they're starting to end that program, which is probably a good thing because people need to get back to work. There's so many restaurants and stores that have signs up, help wanted, and they're saying that they can't get their workers to come back because they're making more money staying home on unemployment. And I don't think that was the purpose of unemployment to begin with. But anyways, that's a whole other topic. So hopefully people will start going back to work and these restaurants can survive. And also, I think that the PPP loans have been used up. So a lot of these restaurants and small businesses that were using the PPP to pay payroll, a lot of that money has already been used up. And now if they aren't, getting the business to keep their business running, they're going to be struggling a little bit. Now that everything's wide open, I think on June 15th, everything's going to be wide open. So people no longer have to limit to certain capacities and stuff like that. So I think that will help a lot of these businesses because they won't have to keep it at 25 or 35% or whatever it is. I also think that people have used up all their tax refunds, so they don't have a lot of extra money laying around to order food. And the stimulus money has probably been all spent. So these are some reasons why I think that there's less people ordering food delivery. But maybe it's because the kids are back home from college and are signed up as drivers, so there's a lot more drivers out there. And maybe there's the same amount of orders, but just a lot more drivers. So the pool of orders is diluted. Or people who work at schools may need summer jobs, so they may be signed up to drive. So that's an additional pool of people that may be added driving around trying to get these offers. Or maybe everything is opening back up and people just want to go out. They don't want to sit at home and have food delivered. Maybe they want to go to the restaurant. Maybe they want to go do things, which is fantastic. I'm really happy about that. And the weather has been great, at least here in Southern California. I know some places are having storms, but here it's beautiful, and I think everyone just wants to be outside doing things. They're not stuck at home anymore, so you don't need food delivered as often because you're out doing things and you can go to a restaurant yourself. You could sit inside, outside. It's awesome. Who would have thought 2 years ago that this would be a topic of conversation? That, wow, I can go sit inside and outside at a restaurant. I don't have to wear my mask if I'm sitting at a table eating. I don't have to stay 6 feet away from people. We would have never thought that this was going to happen. At least not me. I never pictured that our world would be what it is today. And I'm so happy that things are opening back up and we're getting back to normal. My last idea was, now that everyone who has been ordering food delivery is maybe they're thinking now, well, we better start saving money. The economy's kind of going downhill. I don't know about the security of my job or, those sorts of things. So people could just be worried. And this is one thing you can easily cut out of your budget is ordering DoorDash. So what's my strategy going forward? Well, I'm going to multi-app, which I already do. Multi-apping is using 2 apps or more at the same time. So I use DoorDash and Grubhub and sometimes Uber Eats, but you know what? I just haven't had good luck with that one. So pretty much DoorDash and Grubhub. And this benefits me because if DoorDash is just sending me a bunch of crap orders or just Walmart after Walmart, then I have the option of maybe Grubhub sending me something good and I can take that offer. So that works out well. Lately, Grubhub has also been slow, which is strange because it's usually more consistent with me. I mean, I find that I get more good offers from Grubhub than with DoorDash. DoorDash has been maybe about 60% terrible lately and maybe 40% decent, maybe 30% okay, and maybe 10% good. And Grubhub, I've had, they're all like $8 or $9, but they're all going far, and maybe an hour will be a good one, like, a 15 or 16 or more, going not too far away. I don't like to go, like 15 miles away. So, anyways, the amount of good offers has declined on both apps. They're still out there. You have to be patient, but not as easy to get as before. I also feel like you have to have more than one source of income. I work full time in a regular job. This is a side thing for me. So this doesn't really apply to me because I already have a job. But if you don't, you may think about getting one. If you're a full-time dasher, you may need to be creative and think of other ways to make some money. What's your hobby? What do you enjoy doing? You can get a regular job doing that, or think of a creative way to be your own boss and do something. There's so many options out there. There's so many different gig economy type options too. It's not, you don't have to just go work at, grocery store or a restaurant or something. You can actually work for yourself. You just have to think of what you want to do and make it happen. I didn't dash last summer at all because I just started in December. But I would imagine that summer would be a slower time anyways. So for those of you who dashed a couple years ago, did you find that to be the case? We can't count last year. Last year was an anomaly. So it seems like summer would always be a little slower and you'd have to compensate, making earnings in other ways. because I think summertime people are just out doing things. People are on vacation. People are focusing on being outside and doing stuff and being with friends and family rather than having food delivered. Let's see. I also plan on delivering only during actual busy times. I don't think I'm going to go out in the middle of the day anymore. I think I'll just do lunch and dinner and hope that I can get some decent offers during those times, because I think there'll be more offers. Like I said, I have a full-time job and I only do food delivery on the side. And I run more than one app at a time to hedge my bets. And I think that is key. Just, try to do what you can to get more orders, get more offers that are decent. You have no control over what the app sends you, so you need to find a way to get more of those offers hitting your phone so that you can pick and choose. Excuse me. Is this the end of food delivery? I don't think so. I think it's just not going to be as busy as it has been the last few months. I think it's been crazy busy because everyone was stuck at home and they were afraid to go out. And it was easier just to have someone bring you food than to go deal with, putting on your mask and driving over to the restaurant, waiting in the to-go area or whatever. I think it's just easier to have someone bring it to your house. And that's where we came in. But I don't think it's going to be as busy as it has been. You'll need to be more patient when choosing which offers to accept. Just because there's not as many offers out there doesn't mean that you just accept everything that comes your way. Summer is short. Once fall hits, I think things will pick back up. It's just a couple months and then we're back to the weather that, people stay inside. It gets chilly, etc. And then we'll be I think we'll do much better once school gets back in and, summer's over. Do you need to take the crappy offers now because there's just so many of them? No. In fact, if you do, then you are positively reinforcing the no-tip behavior. If we start taking those $3, $4, $5 tips, then all those not $3, $4, $5 offers, then the no-tipping customers have won. They're like, wow, I don't need a tip. They're going to bring me my food anyways. And then DoorDash also wins because then they don't have to pay us more because they said, hey, this stuff's getting delivered. We don't have to play all these games anymore. They're just taking all these orders now. So stick to your standards, make a standard. What's the minimum you're going to take? How far will you go? Etc. And stick to it. Good orders are out there. You just have to be patient and wait for them. So what do you think about this? How has your market been? Comment below with some things you plan to do until things pick up again. What is your strategy going forward? Share with us. I think it would be so interesting to read what everyone's ideas are. Anyways, I hope that you found this interesting. I hope it was thought-provoking. And anyways, hope you're doing well. And I'll see you next time.